we're combining two things we already know how to do. So uniform motion, pretty much, no, maybe we know how to do. And then when you plug in a double variable, you learned that, and that was really easy. Most of you guys did really well on that on the test, okay? So it shouldn't be too bad. All right, so Bernard raced twice as fast as the local domestique. For this reason, he raced 120 miles in 3 hours less than it took domestique to race 105 miles. How fast did each of them race? What was the time of each racer? So we're looking to find the rate of each and the time of each, all right? So we just need to write equations. So this first one says Bernard raced twice as fast as the local domestique. So what are we talking about? Which variable? Rate. Who could write that formula for me using R's? Not that one. Yeah. We're not going to use that formula in general, but anybody know, Max?
RB equals RD.
Yep. There you go. Okay, Bernard raced twice as fast as domestique. So his rate was 2 times the rate of the domestique. All right, for this reason, he raced 120 miles. As soon as they give you a distance, all you need to do is rate times time is equal to 120. And we're talking about we're talking about Bernard. So rate Bernard time Bernard equals 120. And it says that the domestique went 105 miles. So that means that rate of the domestique times time of the domestique equals 105. And then we have one more formula. For this reason, he, meaning Bernard, went 3 hours less than it took domestique. So that would be a formula about time. Who thinks they could write that formula? Brennan?
Time Bernard is the time of domestique minus 3.
Yep. Good job. Okay. Time Bernard is equal to the time of the domestique minus 3. All right, now we have what we used to have when we just did substitution with the double variable. So we've got RB by itself and TB by itself. So that means I'm going to plug this in for RB, and I'm going to plug this in for TB. Okay, both get plugged in. So RB is equal to 2RB. And then TB is equal to TD minus 3. And that all equals 120. So I'm going to distribute it, so that's 2RD minus 6RD equals 120. Okay, what are we going to replace RDTD with? Zach? Yeah, RDTD is equal to 105. So 2 and then parentheses, sorry, 105 equals 6 RD, or equals 120. All right, there we go. So 2 times 105 is 210. All right, 120 minus 210, what's that? Okay, and by negative 6, so what's our answer going to be? All right, good. 15 miles per hour. Then we're going to go back and plug everything in, or find all our other variables. So if RB was going 15, then the rate of Bernard would be what? All right, so rate Bernard is 30 miles per hour because he's going twice as fast. And if I plug in 30 to this formula here, we can find the time. What's 120 divided by 30? Okay, so the time of Bernard is 4 hours. And if we plug the 4 in here, we can find the time of the domestique by adding 3. So that gives me 7 hours. let's see if you guys can write these formulas. Because as long as we can write formulas, we can probably solve, right? So on this one, let's just write them, and then I'm pretty sure you guys can solve. So Friar Tuck rode the 24 miles to the fair in Nottingham at a leisurely pace. We can actually write a formula based on just that. Who can write that one? What's that first sentence? Yeah, Scott.
Friar Tuck times time with Friar Tuck is 24.
Good. All right. Once you have a distance, then rate times time equals that distance. All right. He stayed too long at the fair and had to double his speed on the way back. Oh, so we're doing a there and back, right? So what are both distances going to be? 24. So let's do a there and a back. So he stayed too long at the fair. He had to double his speed on the way back. So who can write that formula for the rates? Zach? Yep. The rate back, he's going twice as fast as he went on the rate there. All right, his total traveling time was 9 hours. Who can write that formula? Devin? Okay, TT plus TB equals 9. Good. And then we would solve. Which variable for the t's would be the better variable to solve for here? Yeah, the TB, because you have RB by itself here, so get the TB by itself, plug each of them in, and you're good to go. Any questions? Let's try it.